The Community Table Restaurant Online Sports Report. Action highlights brought to you by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting Victor Valley teams and athletic programs. Mavericks sluggers give Saturday night fans plenty to cheer about on Cancer Awareness Night. 5 home runs, another free tacos night of offensive production, and a 1-run victory in a high-scoring affair that gives High Desert a 10th consecutive victory over the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Mavericks in cancer awareness jerseys to be auctioned off during the game and distributed to silent auction high bidders immediately after the game. Cody Palmquist, in his first start for High Desert, the 6'5", 22-year-old Palmquist made 17 previous appearances out of the Mavericks bullpen and was in fact named by the Texas Rangers as the organization's minor league relief pitcher of the month for the month of June. In his initial start, Rancho Cucamonga jumps out to a 5-0 lead, and Quakes fans are eating it up. But it is Cancer Awareness Night, and just like cancer survivors, the Mavericks put up a fight. A leadoff hitter's job includes trying to show as many pitches as possible to his teammates that follow, in addition to reaching base, and Scott Heineman performs those duties perfectly. An 8-pitch at-bat ends with Scott Heineman extending his hitting streak to 13 consecutive games. Heineman combines his speed and hustle to put himself in scoring position, an added bonus. Jairo Beras steps up and steps into a Michael Boyle offering, driving it over the Toyota sign in left field for his 16th home run of the year. It will be Quakes starter Mike Boyle suffering a nightmare inning, the Mavericks' second. Elio Castillo drives in Trip Martin, who had legged out a windblown double with 1 out. The Quakes had added a run in their second. This Elio Castillo RBI makes it 6-3 Rancho Cucamonga. Mike DeLeon follows with this 2-run home run, the 9th of the year for the Mavericks' slick-fielding shortstop. Elio Castillo scoring ahead of Mike DeLeon. The Rancho Cucamonga lead is whittled down to 1, 6-5. Scott Heineman laces his second hit of the ball game into left field, the 6th multiple-hit game for the Mavs left fielder in his last 12 games, and Scott Heineman is not done for this day. Dylan Moore's high fly ball to deep right is lost in the high sky by Yusniel Diaz. Scott Heineman scampers from first to third, and Dylan Moore is credited with a double, one of 4 hits on the day for Dylan Moore. Jairo Beras sees to it there is no doubt about this one, losing it over the second wall at Heritage Field. Home run number 17 on the year for Jairo Beras and 5th in his last 7 games. Scott Heineman and Dylan Moore crossing the plate ahead of the 6'6" slugger. The 17 home runs places Jairo Beras 4th in the California League in that department. It is an understatement saying Jairo Beras is coming on strong in these dog days of August.
Are you getting stronger in August? Great job hitting that ball.
I feel good. I take a good pitch and have the control for the strike zone and hitting hard the ball.
The Jairo Beras 3-run home run puts High Desert ahead 8-6, but the Mavericks are still not done in their half of the second. Jose Trevino steps in, pink cancer awareness bat in hand. Jose Trevino makes it back-to-back home runs following the Jairo Beras blast with the All-Star catcher's 7th round tripper of the year. Jose Trevino has been on a hot hitting streak of his own. He'll finish the day with 3 hits, giving him 18 hits in his last 8 games, raising his batting average over the 300 mark, 302 to be exact. But the Mavericks still have not extracted enough from Quakes pitchers in this marathon second inning. Josh Morgan follows a Jose Cardona walk with the RBI double, the fleet-footed Jose Cardona scoring all the way from first. Josh Morgan's 16th double of the year and the 8th high desert run of the inning makes it 10-6. The Mavericks registered a 9-run inning the night before, and they are intent on duplicating that feat tonight. Elio Castillo delivers. The base hit into left center field sends Josh Morgan home with run number 9 in inning number 2. At the end of 2, High Desert's lead is 11-6. That will not prove to be enough to ensure victory, however. Dylan Moore unleashes another of his line drive rapid departure out of the park shots in the 7th, scoring Scott Heineman ahead of him, the second home run in 2 days for the newest Maverick. This makes it 13-9 Mavs at the end of 7. Nick Gardewine becomes the 4th Mavericks pitcher of the night, all of the previous 3 having given up runs to the Quakes. Gardewine gets Quakes 2-hole hitter Will Smith on strikes for the first out in the 8th, but Gardewine is about to get bit by a relief pitcher's worst nightmare. With 1 run in and 2 on, the Quakes bring the tying run to the plate. Cleanup hitter Isniel Diaz drives this 2-strike pitch off the scoreboard in center field, and Rancho Cucamonga has battled all the way back to knot the score at 13. It's not the home run that is so bad, as 2 of the Quakes' 4 runs this inning are scored by hitters who walked. If the Mavericks are to win their 10th in succession against the Quakes, it will take late-game heroics. The heroics are to come, but not without drama. Trip Martin leads off the 8th, getting hit by a pitch. Elio Castillo follows, getting grazed by another pitch, but home plate umpire Ryan Powers does not see it that way. Howard Johnson debates the call, knowing Castillo was nicked by the pitch, but Hojo, of course, cannot get a reversal of the call. That forces the Mavericks to sacrifice an out to move Trip Martin to second. That shifts game-winning RBI honors to Mike DeLeon, who stays with the 2-strike pitch and pulls it into the right field corner. Trip Martin scores easily from second, and the Mavericks have regained the lead 14-13. Dylan Moore beats out the ground ball to third, but Mike DeLeon is thrown out at the plate to end the inning. By the time it is all said and done and all the dust is cleared, will DeLeon's RBI be enough to seal the win? Nick Gardewine returns in the 9th and puts the Quakes away. The Mike DeLeon to Josh Morgan force ending the game. High Desert survives and conquers. Nick Gardewine, the winning pitcher. Mike DeLeon, the game-winning hit. For Mike DeLeon, who had homered earlier, make that 10 hits and 7 runs driven in his last 4 games.
You feel more confident? You feel stronger? You have been on a streak.
Yeah, I feel really comfortable in the batting box, and I just see the ball really good and put a good contact on the ball.
It all makes for a very happy ending to a glorious night for cancer awareness fundraising. Fans receive the commemorative jerseys worn by the players and purchased by the fans in the silent auction, with all proceeds going to the American Cancer Society and cancer research.
Nice job. Way to go.
The Community Table Restaurant Online Sports Report. Action highlights brought to you by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting Victor Valley teams and athletic programs.